Hi, everyone. Welcome to a spontaneous live stream. Today I just want to give thanks, just share the love and the gratitude from my heart for just this holy relationship with everyone and everything, and all the prayer and all the care and all the attention and focus that is part of the practical applications of living the teachings of Jesus Christ. And sometimes we call it community, sometimes we call it communion, the communion experience, but it's very prayerful, devoted life. And that's what is so beautiful, is the heart. You put your whole heart into it, all the discussions, so many communications, but from the heart. Uh, it's like collaborative communications of openness and of inquiry, communications that derive from a very deep, devoted prayer life. And they always used to tell me the family that prays together stays together. Really, I interpret that as when you're in prayer, everything and everyone is in alignment with that prayer of the heart, because the prayer of our heart is our deepest desire. And as we live that prayer, then it becomes a living experience that's reflected in everything and everyone that we experience without exception. So there's no boundaries a part of that. There's no in and out. There's no we and they. It's just a prayerful life leads to a prayerful experience. And that prayerful experience is connectedness. We feel completely connected in the love, in the light. So it feels to me that that's the basis of everything, the prayer life. Is you pray together and you pray and listen and follow what you are intuitively hearing, what you intuitively are guided to extend, to share, is very natural. It's very, very easy. And there's a lot of course, integrity with it, because when your prayer life is strong and your devotion to Spirit, following Jesus and the Holy Spirit is very strong, then everything flows automatically from that. And you basically have no cares and no worries because of the connectedness, the feeling of being in the flow of the divine. That's the sweetest way of saying it, the flow of the divine. So it's beautiful. It's a time of transition for our community and our broader community as we listen and follow and take our steps. We're coordinating a lot of things right now and gearing up for some shifts and changes that will start to show up here in September and also in October, and I'm sure in November and December as well, because it's just there's an outreach of this extension, and it just shows itself. It just reflects. It's just witnessed to by this loving presence in our mind, the Holy Spirit's beautiful presence of non-judgment, just of total acceptance and love. So that's really beautiful. And then there will be some touring starting up this month from, I believe it's from the 8th to the 28th. Greg and Yiska are going to be traveling from Utah over to Colorado and doing a series of gatherings with that little tour. So a little mini tour from Utah across to Colorado and out and about around the Denver area and other places. And that's kind of kickstarting some more travels that we will be coming. We'll be seeing them starting to appear as we move into the middle of November and also October, starting in October. And And basically also we have a beautiful retreat planned for our ministers. We have about 84 ministers globally. That includes commissioned ministers, licensed ministers, and ordained ministers. And during this retreat, there'll be a dinner. There'll be all kinds of activities and a movie on the 5th. But the retreat will be the 4th, 5th, and 6th of October. So that's going to be a time of great joy and celebration as we all come together to celebrate. And Linda's looking and planning that out for us. We're going to have people connecting in with us too from all around the world and also overseas in the Spain area, just as a preliminary warm-up for a number of events that will be happening in Spain in October and also the beginning of November. Everything from a big weekend retreat, you could say, or weekend workshop on the 19th and 20th of October in Malaga, and then the following weekend there will be a 3-day retreat with our friends Jenny and Barrett in Awakening to Love, and then there will be another one starting at a monastery about an hour and a half outside of Barcelona, and that will be starting off on the 31st, like in the late afternoon, the 31st, and then all running through the 4th. So it's kind of fun. We're just opening up to some travels. For me, it will be the first transatlantic trip over any ocean for a number of years. So it's beautiful. And it's just going to be wonderful. We just... Herpy is traveling with me, and we've got Anna, and we have Marina over there. We have our friends Micah, Amanda, and Jenny and Barrett, and so the team is just starting to form to help make that happen. Lots of prayer, lots of communications, lots of collaborations for that. But yeah, it's going to be a little over 3 weeks of travels there. So it's really an exciting time to just flow with the Spirit and feel the expansiveness of Spirit and just enjoy all the holy encounters and meeting yourself everywhere you go, everywhere you turn, and living that devotional prayer life where you don't do anything for yourself alone. You feel like you're just a twig in the current of the river. And the river is symbolic of the flow of the Spirit, just carrying us. It feels like being carried, actually, because Jesus tells us in A Course in Miracles that miracles are involuntary and should not be under conscious control. And that's how it feels. It feels like every day, every moment is an involuntary flow. And when you just align with it and you tap into it, and you feel the fullness and the expansiveness and the vastness of that flow. And that's what the spiritual journey is. It's beautiful. The teachings and the theories and the metaphysics, those are all really important, and it's important to have clear teachings. But actually, it's the practical application of the principles that it's where the rubber meets the road. It's where you come into an actual experience of it. So it's not some kind of intellectual concept or theory. Even with the theories and the metaphysics, those are just an aspect, like a little springboard to jump and leap into the practical living of the teachings. Extending that joy, extending that love, extending that gratitude and appreciation for everything that is offered along the way, graciously offered, gracing the path. What is guided is provided. And it really is just living a very inspired, guided life. That's all it is, quite simply. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing complex. It's extremely simple, and it's extremely loving and caring. And I just feel grateful to have been a witness to this beautiful swirl of holy encounters that has been going on for the last 28 years for me. It's just been a swirl of holy encounters in many, many countries. I think 44 countries and over 6 continents. It's just been a big, giant swirl of miracles. That's the way to live. That's what I saw on a bumper sticker one time. Life's a joy, and then you ascend. I thought, I'm going for that. That's a good credo. Life's a joy, and then you ascend. So, yeah, it just feels wonderful that we walk this journey together, arm in arm, hand in hand, and skipping and laughing along the way and singing a happy song. And it is a song of thanks. It is a song of gratitude. And we give thanks to God for creating us, His beautiful, perfect spirit, and holding us in mind. We're still an idea in the mind of God, still a beautiful Christ idea, an eternal idea in the mind of God. Yeah, that's the sweetness, the softness, the love, the gentleness of this journey. So thank you for participating. Thank you for being part of it. Thank you for being in my life. And that just goes on and on and on from years and now decades. It's just going on and on and on and on. And I just feel fantastic about it. So, and I have the little logo here, not the logo, just the name, Foundation for the Awakening Mind, and the website. That foundation, has been around for a quarter of a century. That's right. It's been supporting this beautiful extension of the teachings of Jesus Christ and the practical application of daily living the teachings of Jesus Christ in all seeming thoughts and words, emotions, attitudes, actions, everything. All the interactions, they've all been reflections of this purpose to forgive the world, the truth of our being. So thank you for being a part of that. It's just very heartwarming. I love you. Send you all my love and joy. Hope to see you, meet you on the road along the way, and give you a big hug and receive a big hug, and go our way rejoicing is what it feels like. Thank you.